Hello students, so in this video we are going to deal with the topic that is decision making. In decision making we will see the types of decision making. So I, Dr. Priya Raj Butolia, working as an assistant professor in Bora Institute of Management, will deal with the topic about decision making. So before starting with the types of decision making, we will see what are the topics to be covered today. First is the introduction of decision making, definition of decision making, the features, importance and types of decision making. Now what is decision making? When too much time is taken to make a correct decision, even a correct decision is wrong when it is taken too late. It means that when you make a correct decision or when you make a decision, the time is very important. If the time passes, the correct decision even proves to be wrong because the time has already elapsed and the correct decision is very essential to be taken at the right time. So coming on to the introduction, every organization or individual has to make lot of decisions on daily basis. आपको हर रोज़ अपनी ज़िंदगी में भी और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में भी एक मैनेजर को बहुत सारे डिसीजंस लेने होते हैं. कुछ डिसीजंस जो होते हैं दे आर वेरी स्मॉल, सम डिसीजंस आर वेरी बिग, like what to have in a breakfast or what to wear for a party are some of the small decisions which we usually make being an individual, and some decisions are very tough or difficult, like what to choose in your career. So some decisions are very small and some are little bit difficult. So you need to find out all the questions related to the decision making, what, when, how, where, and everything. When you answer all these questions, when you answer all these questions related to what, when, how, why and where, so you will find the best decision in that. So when you are stuck in a choice between two alternatives, you have to make a decision. Obviously to make a decision you need to have alternatives, and when you get confused or when you got stuck to a particular alternative, you cannot make a proper decision. So finding the best alternative and choosing the best alternative is making a proper decision. It seems to be quite difficult, but it seems to be quite simple, but one thing you must remember that every decision has consequences. हर डिसीजन के परिणाम होते हैं, चाहे डिसीजन छोटा हो या बड़ा हो. आप जैसी मिस्टेक्स आप अपने डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस में करेंगे वैसे ही उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस आपको फ्यूचर में फेस करना होगा. सो टेकिंग अ डिसीजन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and facing the consequences is again an aspect related to decision making. Now what is decision? Decision is about finding the best alternative. And what is decision making process? It is a process to finalize your decision. मतलब जो भी आपने अल्टरनेटिव चूज़ किया है उसको प्रोसेस में लेकर आना, उसको एक्टिविटी में लेकर आना एंड फाइनली उस एक्शन को इम्प्लीमेंट करना, दैट इज़ योर डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस. Coming on to the definition of decision, every action of a manager is generally an outcome of a decision. एक मैनेजर जो भी डिसीजन लेता है, जो भी एक्शन करता है, वो कहीं ना कहीं डिसीजन उसके ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के सक्सेस में नज़र आएंगे. एंड इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ द मैनेजर शुड बी देयर. इफ़ ही इज़ वेल क्वालिफाइड, वेल एक्सपीरियंस्ड, तो उसके जो एक्सपीरियंस है आपको वो डिसीजन मेकिंग में नज़र आएंगे. सो अगेन अ मैनेजर needs to work very hard and need to find many alternatives before taking a decision. A definition is given by George R. Terry, which says that decision making is a selection based on some criteria from two or more possible alternatives. Decision making क्या है? First, it is a selection. अब selection किस चीज़ का? जो भी possible alternatives या जो भी choices आपके पास available है उसमें से बेस्ट चॉइस आपको सेलेक्ट करना है एंड ये यू नीड टू फाइनलाइज दैट एंड पुट इट इनटू एक्शन. अगेन जो अल्टरनेटिव्स आप चूज़ करेंगे उसका कुछ बेसिस होगा, उसका कुछ क्राइटेरिया होगा. वो डिपेंड करेगा कि आपकी प्रायोरिटीज़ क्या है. जैसी आपकी प्रायोरिटीज़ होगी उसी के हिसाब से आप उनमें से बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव चूज़ करेंगे. अगेन इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन सिचुएशन ईदर. If the situation differs, sometimes the alternatives or the decision may also differ. The second definition is given by J. L. Messi. He says that a decision may be defined as a course of action consciously chosen from available alternatives for the purpose of desired result. It also says that when you need to take a decision, you need to have certain available alternatives, and out of that you will achieve your objectives. So, you need to focus on the best one after evaluating all the pros and cons. So, this was related to the definition of decision making. Features of decision making. So, what is decision making all about? Point number 1, selective process. Decision making is a selective process because in decision we need to have an objective. After framing an objective, we need to have some set of alternatives. After scanning all the alternatives, we will find the best one. We need to select. A manager need to select the best one. That is why it is a selective process. Second, it is a continuous process. Decision making is a never ending process. It goes on and on. The day when the organization starts till the day the organization gets wind up, the manager has to make n number of decisions every day. So, decision making is a continuous process. It is an intellectual process because for making decisions he had to focus on first the problem, then related to that problem he will find some alternatives, and basis on his past experiences, on his knowledge, he will see the environment and finally he will select the best one. So, it is an intellectual process and it differs from individual to individual. Point number 4, it is a rational thinking. Obviously, it should be based on logics, reasons. If the decision is not based on reasons or logic, it may fail. So, whenever you take a decision, it should be a smart decision. You have to you should think very rigorously, and it should be a rational one. So, the manager has to be very rational, very logical while taking the decision. Next is, it is goal oriented. Always the decision is focused on a goal. Whenever the problem arises, you need to find a solution to that problem, and for that you need to have a goal, and after the goal you will go with the alternatives. So, it is always a goal oriented process. It is pervasive. Pervasive means it is applicable to all levels. It is applicable to the top level, middle level as well as the lower level of the organization. All the managers need to take decision at their level. It may be a small decision or a big decision. So, it is pervasive in nature. And last, it is situational. Decision making is situational because when the situation differs, the decision may differ. For example, जब एक कंपनी को रिसेशन समय पे डिसीजन लेना होगा तो अलग डिसीजन लेंगे, और जब बूम समय पे डिसीजन लेना होगा तो शायद वो डिसीजन अलग होगा. तो सिचुएशन एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है डिसीजन मेकिंग में. जैसी सिचुएशन होगी एक मैनेजर को अकॉर्डिंगली अपना डिसीजन लेना होगा. Coming on to the importance of decision making. First is better utilization of resources. In decision making, we have the resources in our organization, and that resources, that is men, material, market, method, machine, these all are the resources. So, you need to make the best utilization of this resources. These resources will help you to achieve your objective, and you have to match your resources with the objective so that you can efficiently and economically achieve those things. So, you have to make the better utilization of resources to achieve your objectives. Business growth, somewhere when you match the resources with your objectives, you will achieve the efficiency in the market, in your process. Efficiency is defined in the terms of outcome and cost. जितने कम कॉस्ट में आपको ज़्यादा आउटकम मिलेगा, that is actually the efficiency. Efficiency leads to the attainment of objectives, and finally it will help you to grow in your business. Point number 3, facing problems and challenges. Somewhere decision making will help you to face the problems and challenges. Here the manager will see whatever the problems are there in the organization. He will also scan the internal as well as external environment. He will see all the challenges, threats, opportunities in the market, and accordingly he will make the best decision which will solve his organizational problem as well as the challenges faced by them. It also helps in achieving the objective. With the help of decision making, we can find the best alternative, we can choose the best alternative, and we can achieve our objective. It facilitates innovation. Decision making helps to make new product, new idea, new service, new process. Somewhere it gives a new seed to the innovation. So decision making with a fresh mind gives new ideas, innovation in the organization. It increases the efficiency. Decision making helps us to frame our objectives. With the help of objectives, we will be finding our alternative solutions, and out of all the alternative solutions, we will be finding the best one, and which will help us to increase the efficiency of the organization, because somewhere or the other point we will match the resources with the objectives, and it will give us a higher output at lower cost and results in increase in efficiency. Last is, it motivates employees. Employees are somewhere motivated in decision making because decision making helps in the growth of business, and when the business grows, somewhere the employees are benefited with some financial and non-financial benefits. So at initial level it can motivate the employees also. Next, the types of decision making. Coming on to the types of decision making, we will deal with the first type, that is programmed and non-programmed decisions. So what are programmed decisions? Programmed decisions are basically problem of repetitive nature or routine type matters. Programmed decisions कहीं ना कहीं आपको daily decisions लेने के लिए help करता है, which are generally repetitive in nature, and usually you do that decisions, you take that decisions in your organization, like purchase of raw material, granting leave to an employee. उसी का रिवर्स है नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजंस, विच आर समवॉट यूनिक एंड अनयूजुअल प्रॉब्लम्स, जो जनरली आप हमेशा फेस नहीं करते हैं. दे आर समवेयर वेरी डिफरेंट एज रिलेटेड टू प्रोग्राम डिसीजंस. अगेन एग्जाम्पल इज डिसाइडिंग वेदर टू टेक over a sick unit, how to restructure an organization, where to locate a new company's warehouse. These decisions are very unique and generally it is not taken on a routine basis. So these are the two decisions, that is programmed decisions and non-programmed decision. The second type of decision making is routine and strategic decisions. Now what is routine decision? Routine decisions are basically decisions that are taken on normal course of business, and again they are repetitive in nature, which requires small investment. So routine decisions can be easily taken by the lower level employees. Not much permission is required to take a routine decision. On the other hand, strategic decisions are somewhat difficult, which is taken by the top level management. It is a long term planning and which generally focuses on the entire organization. It also influences the future of the business. It is a long term planning which generally covers from 6 to 10 years. So here the strategic decisions are taken by top management and they are somewhat difficult as compared to the routine decisions. The examples are objectives of the organization, capital expenditure, plant layout, production, etc. The third type of decision is the tactical and operational decisions. The tactical decisions are also known as policy decisions. The tactical decisions are basically taken by the middle level management. It answers the question what has to be done, and it is generally medium term planning. It usually covers 6 to 1 year of planning, and these decisions are basically the policy matters to the organization. Example: decisions regarding location of plant, volume of production, channel of distribution, or payment of bonus. These are some of the examples of policy or tactical decisions taken by the middle level management. Then is operational decisions. Operational decisions are day-to-day decisions which are taken by the lower level management. It generally answers the question how to do the things, and operational decisions somewhat supports the tactical decisions. Like in the payment of bonus, here example we have taken, like in tactical decisions the middle level management has decided to make payment of bonus to his employees. So, in operational decisions the employees will calculate the bonus and will distribute the bonus accordingly. Fourth type of decision is the organizational and personal decisions. Organizational decisions are those decisions which are taken by an executive on the official capacity and which cannot be delegated to others. Organizational decisions are generally taken by the managers and it is based on the official capacity, and obviously this decisions cannot be delegated, they are somewhat more important for the organization. So, that are organizational decisions. On the other hand, the personal decisions are taken on individual level. Here the individual or the executive will take a decision on the basis of personal capacity and not the member of an organization, as where I want to spend my vacation, where I will spend my holiday in the coming Diwali vacation. So, these are all the personal decisions what a person has to take, which is out of the concern of the organization. Fifth type of decision making is quantitative and qualitative decisions. Quantitative decisions are generally used to measure the quantity of the things. It is taken with the help of mathematical and statistical tool in a situation. Decisions like which are based on sales figure, profitability, return on investment, all these are quantitative decisions which quantifies the things in numbers. On the other hand, qualitative decisions are not based on numbers, but are associated factors that may influence the collected data. Here it does not define certain things, but it defines or it states the quality of the collected data. Like in example, we have seen decision based on the reputation, brand loyalty and employee morale. So, these decisions are taken on the basis of qualities. So, this is the quality decision. Then next is individual and group decisions. Individual decisions are basically taken by an individual and it all depends on his choices, that what he has to decide and what is his decision all about. So, individual decision is more or less affected by an individual's choices. Group decisions are taken by a number of people which forms a standing committee and it affects the group members. So, these are all the points covered in the types of decision making. So, again coming on to the revision of today's discussion. Today we have discussed about what is decision making all about, We have seen that decision making is basically the choices we search among the alternatives. It gives the best choice, and the manager should be capable enough to find the best decision which will give success to the organization. We have also seen that every decision has a consequences, and every decision should be taken within a time frame. We have also discussed that it also depends on your priorities, your criterias, the option you choose among the alternatives. We have also gone through the features of decision making, which includes selective process, continuous process, intellectual process, rational thinking, goal oriented, pervasive and situational. We have discussed the importance of decision making, types of decision making, in which programmed and non-programmed decision making, routine and strategic decision making, tactical and operational decision making, organizational and personal decision making, and quantitative qualitative decision making, and finally the individual and group decisions. So, today students, we have dealt with the topic of decision making, which is again very important. Decision making is very basic in everyone's life. So, you need to take a best decision in your life related to your career, related to your goals, whatever you want to achieve down the line. So, for that, the best thing is you need to find as many as alternatives you can, and after finding all the alternatives, you need to go through and you need to evaluate the alternatives with their pros and cons, and out of that you need to find the best one, which will obviously affect your life, your organization. So, being a manager, you need to have lot of experience, lot of caliber and a risk taking ability to take a good decision for the organization, and with the help of that your organization will excel. So, thank you students, thank you for the day.